What's going on, y'all? Long Roof Lifestyle here. It's 8 o'clock and I'm tired. And as you can tell, I've got a little cold or something. It's not bad, but it's annoying. It is super annoying. Anyway, check this out. Timing belt is on. I told y'all that I will take y'all through this ordeal of getting the car, up to par, road ready and whatnot. But a lot has gone on, and I got to the point of where just saying, I love making YouTube videos, but the hell with it. I just want it done for as much as I can. So I started Saturday, May 11th, worked on it all day the 12th, which is Sunday, and then you got today the 13th, Monday. A lot of it I've gotten done. So check this out. I just got done with the timing belt. Not a bad job. Plenty of YouTube videos, but a quick and dirty here. You start. I would recommend taking off your pulley for your water pump. That's what that is, of course, and that drives all the other accessories: your alternator, air conditioning, and power steering over there. Once you undo that, that gives you a lot of clearance. Don't do like I did and like a dummy basically break it to get it off. I have to order me another one, but until then I might see if I can get this one to at least kind of work. The groove is still there, so it might somewhat line up. I'm not sure, probably not, but I want to have some kind of protection on this, although a lot of people run without it. I don't like doing that. So start by taking this off, and then you'll have a screw here. In my case, it was a Torx. I don't remember it being a Torx on the black car, but I could very well be wrong. Take off a screw here. I believe that's a 10 that goes. A lot of these screws were missing, so I'm just kind of roughing it. All these are 10s or 12s, 10 mils or 12s. So you got your screw right here. Probably what would have been a 10 here. Dang, I can't even daggone point. A 10 right there. Let's see here. A 12 down there. There where it doesn't want to focus. There it goes. 12 right there. A 10 somewhere over here. Yeah, somewhere over here. Where is it? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, right there. Yeah, you can see the hole. Yeah, 10 mil right there. And I think a 12 millimeter bolt was supposed to go right here. Almost looks like it's broke off. Yeah, maybe it's just dirty. 12 mil is supposed to go there, and that's what's supposed to go here. And then I think another 10 mil right there, which goes right here, and that holds the front of the casing on, or the protection cover. From there, it's relatively simple. It's a non-interference engine, so don't sweat too much if you have to kind of finagle things. I had to, unfortunately. When I first started, I had this big bolt right here that holds on the pulley. Right there. Had this big old crank bolt right there that was on the crank. And between this and that, I couldn't get the belt on, so I had to literally loosen this up. And whenever I did that, the crank did move a little bit. But I had it just tight enough to move it back, and then I took a whack of my hammer right here and knocked it back loose. This thing is keyed, so it only goes on one way. See, it ain't moving now. So you got your little mark right there. You got a mark right there, and you got a mark right there. And this one lines up runs up with that little dimple on the cover back here, and that one right down here on your crank. It basically creates a diagonal line, and you can Google that if you want to, but it's crazy. It creates like a diagonal line, and that's center, top dead center. This over here is the auxiliary shaft. It's kind of lining up, kind of not. I think it'll be all right. Only one way to find out whenever I crank this thing up and get it going. So yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's right there at that tooth. So there's that. Only one way to find out, that's to crank it up after I get done. So you basically, you have to create tension on this right here. Your spring, your tensioner, your belt tensioner. Man, I can't hold this thing. Belt tensioner right here, and you can barely see, but there's a small hole right there. Once you loosen this bolt up right here, and you get and you're able to get this bearing pushed back, it will expose that hole, and you can put something small in. Like I use this little drill bit right here to create tension on the way back, and that holds it in place, and that allows you to take everything back off. Like I said, there's plenty of videos on this, but I'm kind of giving y'all a little bit of a walkthrough. I did do it. So, moving on. I'm about to start putting that back together here in just a minute. Oh, this is the old timing belt. It's seen better days. You can see the cracking there. Yeah, this thing was on borrowed time, you guys. That's pretty rough. Trash now. This timing belt kit that I got, by the way, it's AC Delco. Don't know if those numbers mean anything, but you know, Google it or whatever. Yeah, same one show up there. So now, before I did all this, today's Monday. Again, I worked on all this all day yesterday, Sunday. New wires. I didn't buy plugs. I cannot believe I did not buy plugs. I got the wires, but I did not buy plugs. That's annoying as hell. So, new wires. I have to get new plugs, but I did get new studs, new manifold exhaust gaskets there. I cleaned up everything the best I could with what I had. I got it looking pretty good. Repainted the exhaust manifold. I need to do my bolts and stuff down there. I did have two studs that I had to finagle. This stud right here was originally broken off. I got a time cert in there with that. It seems to be holding okay. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on it with that just being aluminum, but and that's quite a bit of weight hanging off of that thing too. So I got that done. On top of that right there, that hole was where a stud was supposed to be, but it literally broke off. That thing is around here somewhere. I probably threw it away or whatever. Oh, nope, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Right here. Yep, it literally broke off, and you can see it started to kind of bend a little bit before letting go. So, that's trash too. Speaking of trash, my shop is trashed. Jesus Christ. So yeah, a lot has happened. I'm sorry I didn't take y'all on this trip here with this car. Oh yeah, new distributor cap back here too with the corresponding rotor button. It's been a ride, but I got a lot of it done. So really the only thing left now is my PCV system. The flame trap on it is jacked up. The hose that goes from the bottom of the flame trap, little wild looking nipple thing with a catch or whatever in there. There's a hose that goes from that down to that little box back here you can see in the back right there with a bunch of grease and stuff all over it. It's literally cracked probably like 60% of the way down, so that's probably creating a massive vacuum leak and all that crap. I'm surprised this thing runs as good as it does, with that being said. But it's gotten a lot done. So I might do a video on that, I'm not sure. Taking the intake manifold off is really simple. There's nothing really to it. Just be mindful of all the different hoses and stuff that you got. The more you can disconnect, the better. Make it a little bit easier to maneuver around. And I still want to make a mount for that thing there. That way it's not flopping crap all around. I'm gonna clean up that side of the engine, clean up this side of the head and everything. Taking this off is very easy. You just have those couple of nuts right there. You got 8 of these right here, and you can see, you know, there's one right there. You can see the others as you go along. There's one right there, etc., etc. There's a couple right there. Yep, it's not wanting to focus, but trust and believe it's back there. It's 8 of them. Undo those, and it comes straight off. There's nothing to it. You know, this is old school. No coolant or whatever going to it, so you ain't got to worry about spilling any of that. Just, you know, be mindful of anything that you got going on with wires and stuff like that. Cables, all that. Disconnect all your intake and whatnot. And Just carefully pull it off and kind of maneuver it out the way in whatever best way you can without jacking anything up. Anyway, so that's where we're at right now. Still a lot going on. Still got to do the brakes. I was going to do those, but I ordered the wrong set for the front, so I'm waiting on that to come in. So that's where we're at. It's been a pain, but it looks a lot better than it did. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. So thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry I didn't do, I honestly didn't do what I said I was going to do, show doing this, show doing that. But I got to the point of where, doing the videos is fun, but it's very, very time consuming. And I really want to get this Cars and Coffee, ready by May. I wanted to get it, no, not May, by June. Yeah, because it's May now. We just had the last Cars and Coffee event this past Saturday, and it's Monday now. So by June, I want to have this Cars and Coffee, ready. It'll never be as nice as my white car. I'm not aiming for that. I want to get it presentable, looking decent for its age and for what it is. Because how many 740s do you still see on the road? So, oh, and I bought my paint as well. You can't, it's not visible back there, but I did buy the paint for my valve cover. So hopefully by the next video, y'all will be seeing that. So thank y'all for watching. Again, I'm sorry that that I didn't keep my word, if I'm being completely honest. I just got to the point of where I wanting to get this thing done. But it's done, timing belt, the studs, all that. There's plenty of YouTube videos on here for how to do stuff. Most of it you can just do, look at it and kind of put two and two together and be like, oh, okay, well, this is how this works. So let me start putting everything back together. I would like to move this out of my shop because I really want to get my white car back in here. So I appreciate y'all watching, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer. I check whenever I get a comment. If I get a comment asking me a question, I do my best to reply back. Reply back ASAP. So anyway, so that's it for today, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. A lot of the stuff is simple. YouTube videos galore on some of this. However, the video that I want to make for that, I have not found anybody covering the type of brake setup that I've got on this car. It's stock, pain in the butt. So keep an eye out for stuff coming. Appreciate it, guys. Talk soon.